New at 10, a new call for change after a grandfather camping with his family is shot and killed by a stray bullet. Glenn Martin was camping in the Pike National Forest this summer when he was killed. His tragic death has us questioning just how safe you really are at Colorado campsites. Only on 7 News, reporter Jennifer Kovaleski has been digging into this issue, and she found the distance between a safe place to camp and a legal place to shoot is only 150 yards.
The stakes are high if things go wrong.
There's a fight brewing in the Arapahoe-Roosevelt National Forest.
You just kind of have to ask, where are we living? Is this a war zone? No, it's Boulder County.
Between the people who live here.
It sounds like you're under fire.
And these gun-carrying visitors.
We just came out to shoot for fun.
We hit kind of a tipping point where we thought something needed to be done. We needed to provide some sort of direction for shooting.
It's Joshua Milligan's job to come up with a solution. He says the growing popularity of sports shooting, mixed with more people moving to the forest, has created a challenging conflict.
You can put up regulations and have enforcement and things like that, but really it comes down to the responsibility of the shooters.
He took us deep into the woods to see the problem firsthand.
When you talk about people shooting on the forest, this is basically what it looks like.
You can see hundreds of shell casings, leftover paper targets, and even a broken car radio.
I'll grab this thing. People use just about anything to shoot at.
Milligan says this location is a safe place to target shoot. But while traveling down this bumpy dirt road on Switzerland Trail, we come across another location where the Forest Service has had to ban shooting.
People tend to believe they're out in the middle of nowhere, when in fact, if you walk down this hill a little bit, you start seeing a subdivision.
In the valley are dozens of homes, part of the Silver Springs subdivision.
This is an area that we got lots and lots of complaints about.
Andrea, who didn't want us to use her last name, has lived in the valley for more than 23 years.
We've had friends, who've been threatened.
In the last few years, she says the problem has gotten out of control, with no escape from the constant sounds of gunfire.
Safety is the hugest concern. We have a neighbor in our subdivision who had a bullet go right by her head.
Hiking, picnicking, biking, it's all off the table. We're all scared to leave our homes.
While others don't see a problem.
I think that more people are moving here from places like Boulder and turning the mountains into a bedroom community.
Joe Hall is an avid shooter. He lives across the street from Andrea and thinks his neighbor's concerns are overblown.
It's not a safety issue. No one's been shot up here. No houses have been shot. It's the noise issue.
The way the regulations are written now, anyone can shoot in the National Forest as long as they're 150 yards from a residence, campsite, or developed area. They must also shoot safely.
When you give someone 150 yards, it really doesn't require any judgment.
One of the main reasons the Forest Service is trying to provide clearer guidelines with this recreational sports shooting proposal, a plan that would put an end to the 150-yard rule in some locations in favor of designated shooting areas within the forest.
If you want to submit comments, people have very strong opinions about guns. We're basically just trying to listen to all sides of the issue.
Jennifer Kovaleski, 7 News.
And the Forest Service is taking public comment about this proposal at 3 open houses happening this week. It wants to hear from people in the community about what areas you think work for sports shooting and which ones don't. A final decision on that proposal won't happen, though, until next year. And if you'd like to go to a meeting, the first one takes place tomorrow in Nederland. It's from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Community Center on Highway 72 North. The others happening in Idaho Springs Tuesday and Fort Collins Wednesday. All the information is there on thedenverchannel.com.